Hello investors, a very big welcome to Teezi Mandi. I'm your host Moshmi Paul. In this podcast, we keep bringing the topics that help you understand financial matters better. And today we are going to discuss about portfolio diversification. How do you diversify and what tools you can use? There's a very famous saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. This proverb essentially captures the importance of diversification. In simple terms, it suggests that investors should invest in different types of assets rather than depending on one or two asset classes. It helps in managing risk in a sense that when volatility increases in one asset class, your other investments keep your portfolio stable. Now you must be wondering, but how do I diversify? Believe me, it's simple. There are various investment avenues available for an investor, like equity, fixed income instruments, gold, real estate, mutual funds. These asset classes help you in achieving fairly healthy portfolio diversification. Now let's talk about each one of them. Starting with equities. Equities have always managed to outperform other asset classes in the long run. However, they tend to be very volatile in the short run. This is an ideal investment option for young investors who have considerable risk appetite to create wealth in the long term. Now within equities, one can achieve portfolio diversification by allocating funds in between large cap, mid cap and small cap stocks. Now for those who feel that equities are a little difficult to understand, mutual funds are the best options available for you. Mutual funds offer best diversification options to its investors. You can invest in equity, debt funds or a mix of both in the form of hybrid funds. Besides that, there are also sectoral funds, multi-cap funds and even commodity funds as well. The options are endless. However, you need to be mindful of the costs associated with a mutual fund. We advise you to compare the mutual funds within the same category and their expense ratio before taking any investment decision. Next on the list is fixed income instruments. It includes bank fixed deposits, corporate non-convertible debentures, government bonds, and debt mutual funds. They are efficient instruments in generating fixed income, and it is ideal for people who need regular income, like say retired individuals. These instruments provide stability and generate regular income, but they are not very effective in generating long-term wealth. Within these instruments, corporate non-convertible debentures generate higher returns, but they are riskier, while government bonds are the safest but returns are very meager. So keep that in mind while allocating funds into them. Let's now talk about glittering gold, which is the most favorite of all. Investors like to invest in gold given its multiple uses. You can wear them as well as own them. But from an investment perspective, they are mostly used as a hedging tool. It means that gold shares an inverse relationship with other asset classes. So when other assets are under pressure, gold prices usually rise. So it is mostly used to reduce the risk. In earlier times, gold was mostly stored in physical form, like in gold bar or jewelry. But with time, gold has evolved as an investment class. And now you can easily invest in gold digitally via ETFs, gold mutual funds or government's gold bond scheme. These new instruments are safe and risk-free, considering there is no hassle of storing physical gold anywhere. Hence, they are very effective tools for your portfolio diversification. Next in the list is real estate. The biggest challenge of this asset class is that they are highly illiquid. Also, transaction value is very high, so it continues to remain out of reach for many retail investors. One way to diversify in real estate is to buy properties in different locations or in different asset classes like residential or commercial. New tools like real estate investment trusts and infrastructure investment trusts have also evolved in recent times, which allows retail investors to regularly invest in real estate. Well, thank you for listening to me here. Hopefully, this podcast helped you in understanding the available investment tools and their usage. Join me again in our next episode where I will bring another exciting topic for you. Make sure you follow our podcast so you never miss an episode. Till then, please stay safe. Goodbye.